Future's a safe bet, right?
What's up?
A Future's probably a safe bet, I'd assume,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Boil
we'll
it down to
just
the easiest thing to say.
yeah. All right. We'll just shorten it down to one word. Caleb and Future. All right, we're getting early, Giggle. We gotta go. Our blue Zerg player in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, coming at us from Storm. It is CalebAracous.
And his opponent in the top left, the red Terran, starting on Abyssal Reef. From Eastloth, it is Future.
You should rename to Past. I was wondering how they were gonna do with the BM, but I'm pretty excited that we got this going. But ZBT though, man, I'm pretty excited. This is like some people's favorite matchup. I know you kind of include yourself in that group. Not like, completely, but I know you enjoy this matchup. So I too enjoy this matchup.
Let me just revise your comment. This isn't some people's favorite matchup. This is everybody's favorite matchup. Even Protoss know, like, shit, man. See, I'm a Protoss, but TVZ is my favorite thing to watch.
Dude, I was trying to go all neutral for it. And Giggle just went fucking in, dude. I love it. All the other matches suck. This is the only match I'll watch, actually. I'm on 4 hours of sleep and going to win 4-2. Bold prediction. Bold prediction.
There it is, man. There it is.
So CalebAracous just played. I think both these guys actually just played in WCS quals too, right? So like that's the kind of caliber that we're dealing with right here. Pretty hyped for the Nydus. Normally we mess around in the plat diamond level, and I forgot to introduce Sheila too. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh my god.
The Nydus mascot in the top left corner.
Most important person here, dude.
Yeah, seriously, that was my bad, guys. All right, so getting down into the serious side of things, hatch gas pull, nothing too crazy from the Zerg, and the Reaper expand from the Terran. So we're off to, your standard ZBT, nothing crazy. I was wondering, because of the grudge match, if we were going to get a bunch of proxies or some queso or something, but it looks like for this first one, they're just going to be pretty neutral, but that's cool.
Yep, absolutely, man. So the Reaper does come out now, going to make its way across the map. See what type of scouting information it can find. There was an SCV that scouted as well too. So
yeah.
This Reaper is going to have very specific places in mind that he wants to get to. He's probably going to come up through this third area, leap up into the main, and see what's going on. Unfortunately, it's going to, well, not unfortunately, there's just nothing crazy going on from CalebAracous.
Yeah.
As he's going, standard speed, timing, and stuff. So no Roach Warren or anything like that to be spotted.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Reaper's going to poke up in here to the main. Start working on these drones. There are a couple safety links that will be able to help deal with this. The queen pops as well. Wow, I had a real brain fart there. I got to get some water, though. Do you mind taking over observing for like 30 seconds, my friend?
Yeah, man, go for it. Do what you need to do.
All right, you are observing.
All right, cool. So we do see this Overlord will come in here. Does it get the scout off on that that it needs? Yeah, it will see the factory switch with that reactor. So he does know that it's going to be Hellions. See a starport come down behind this. So it is a 1-1-1 with a tech lab on that barracks at the moment. So this is likely going to be flipped with the starport. And it's going to be Hellion Banshee. Oh, man. And he does have at least, I don't know if you guys can see this from my view, but he does have that cool, that Hellion skin.
Yeah.
So cool.
I know how you feel about it. I fucking dig it, dude. I think the Mad Max style is pretty slick. I know you said it wasn't your favorite of the new skins that they just released, but I'm picking up what they're putting down, dude. I like it.
Oh yeah, I think my official review was that looks whack as fuck. No, it's just not.
Again,
it's just
I'm
not
trying
really
to be
my
neutral.
thing. But I do really like the Immortal, and I do really like the Ravager.
Yeah, I broke down and bought the Ravager. I was like, all right, I can fuck with that one, dude. It's a pretty slick one. I can get behind it. If I played Protoss, I'd probably pick up the Immortal one too. But you'll never catch me making that mistake. But we do have Cloak Banshees coming out. I really like that. It's pretty popular in this matchup. And then on the Zerg side of things, he's got his third finally too, so he can get that up and rolling. And still no Baneling Nest. He's gonna do this just with Lings and Queens, huh? That's a pretty, popular decision, I guess, this high up in the ladder.
Yep. This Overlord, or actually Speed Overlord, going to be able to come in and confirm. It already had that scout off to know that it was Hellions coming in, but will get the scout off on the Banshee too. Even hangs around to make sure. So he knows exactly what's coming for him here.
Yep. And he should be able to be prepared for it. We already have a Spore up in the natural and a Spore up in the main too, so he should be all right here.
Absolutely, man. Those Hellions kind of juke me out because they're like all black now. It's hard to see any color.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at that too. I really like it though. Like it's kind of one of those things where on the actual release it looked a little different than it does in game, but I think it's toned down a little bit in game. I like it. So.
Yep. So the Banshee gonna poke in here now. Fly actually a little bit into the Spore there as it repositions. Gonna start picking off some drones where it can.
Yeah. TBB Black and Blue says the bracket command is messed up right now. The clan war is already over. Rival Gaming took it and won the $40. This is just our grudge match. It's going to be a best of 7 between Future and CalebAracous, and you made it in on game number 1. So welcome, dude, just in time. They put up $10 of their own money, and we decided to put up $10 of the Nydus money for allowing us to cast. So now you're caught up.
So these Hellions are actually going to get some pretty good trades off on the Lings before the Queens join up with them. Just poking at these creep tumors as well. Future finding some damage there, so that's nice. Not losing any of his Hellions or anything like that.
Yep, absolutely. And dead tie here in worker count too. So neither player is really pulling ahead in macro or anything. Future does have his third coming up though, so at least he can get that out and running here.
Dolphin Fish coming out saying Immortal Skin looks whack though. That's fair. That's long like cannons or whatever.
I don't know, like I guess I like it, but that's because I'm I don't care, like it's Protoss, like, you know what I mean? No, that's fucked up. I'm just messing around, guys. But no, I don't know. I don't hate it for sure. The Ravager one is by far my favorite, but that's probably because I'm a Zerg player, right? Like no bias here, guys. But I definitely
clearly no bias here, guys.
Like I'm definitely rooting for Caleb here too. No, I'm kidding. We'll have to see though. That Cloak Banshee coming in, finding 7 drone kills, man.
Bill the Conqueror saying, Nydus, do you know if Caleb was in Psystorm when Polt was on the team? I'm not 100% sure. I don't even... Was Polt on Psystorm or was he on CM Storm?
Yeah, like I think he was on Cooler Master Storm.
But someone's going to come in and be like, ooh, 1997.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Like, some of these guys will get all analytical, basically pull out like the human illegal act on you. Unfortunately, I can't get down with StarCraft like that. I just love the game. I love to cast it. This shit started out as a joke, and here we are. So I don't really get down with StarCraft. Like on that level. I was really late to the game. I didn't even show up until basically Legacy of the Void, so no idea.
Oh man, so we do see there those Queens off creep a little bit, out of position as the Hellions do get surrounded here, so they will go down. The Banshee doing its best. Hey guys, I got you, covering fire, but unfortunately it will let its buddies die. Has to cloak and get away.
Yep. So just taking a look at the follow-up behind this, CalebAracous is trying to get this 4th up and running. Future finally has his 3rd up and running too, and he's got some pretty heavy bioproduction behind this, and now the Medivacs are joining the fight as well, making it all the more dangerous. And I saw a couple mines too, which should help out with this Ling. Baneling Speed's about to start up though, so won't be here in time for this aggression, but at least it's coming, you know.
Yep, absolutely, and that's kind of the big tell here is you know, will he need Baneling Speed to hold this or not? That is a lot of mines, so this could flip either way. Those mines could get good shots for Terran, or actually end up kind of coming back to harm him sometimes. Okay, I was gonna say, is he gonna position all those right there?
Yeah, I kind of thought he would just plop them all down, but these are GM players. I keep forgetting he actually has them all spread out now. This is gonna be really hard to engage into. Basically, got to run a gauntlet of mines. I just wanted to throw out one last shout out to the
Oh man, that's a lot of Zerg though.
Oh shit, the mines were very well placed, but unfortunately just not enough. He had to pick up and get out of there. Lost one of the Medivacs in doing so. The mines get off decent shots and kind of slow down the counter push from the Zerg. He has to kind of rely on just the Queens and Banes to hold this for now. So, man, what a crazy ass game so far.
Yeah, man, this is really nuts. Those mines were, you know, they did do some friendly damage, but mostly ended up cleaning up the Ling Bane, and more Lings do come flooded in here, so that will shoo away this Medivac drop for now. Gonna retreat to the Widow Mines. What's up?
Element. Colt will always be right here. Damn, dude, you fucking got me with that one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, he'll always be in our hearts.
For sure.
That's funny, but that was very well cleaned up there from CalebAracous, man. That was starting to look like some pretty overwhelming pressure there. For a while, I thought Future was going to be able to crack him, but just based off the some good injects and Queens there, he was able to just kind of hold on. Barely, but he held on. That's all you need in StarCraft, so.
Swats it away without losing too much, trading army for it. Gonna go ahead and burrow these Widow Mines, man. This Overlord, Jesus missiles, dude, so it will go down. Oh, it was just an Overlord. He burrowed Widow Mines under it because that's all he had to fight it, so.
Man, look at the production coming down here for Future, though. This is pretty ridiculous. A bunch of barracks being made out here at the 3rd. Doesn't even care anymore. It's like, I'll slap down my production right here in between the 3rd and the 4th. But I think it's a pretty good call. He might be able to help defend on that 4th a little bit because of it. Because those units will be, you know, coming in right there. So.
Yep. Absolutely, man. So Ling's on the left side going to be able to, whenever he feels Terran is moving out, run those Lings up there and try and do damage. This bunker, though, I really like this. It's something I want to try and work into my Terran play, especially in this matchup. you can see that he kind of shoos that away without
Put the
too
one
much
out
of
at
a
the
problem.
third.
Yeah. Just well,
Yeah.
and then the fourth and the fifth and stuff too. Have it wedged in there in between that refinery.
Oh, okay, I didn't even check just yet, but yeah.
So we do see these Widow Mines and Terran Bio making their way across the map now. Just streaming in, actually. I think still rallied there a little bit, so losing a couple units.
Yeah, lots of shark food being made there, man, unfortunately. Just ventured a little too deep into the mines. He's doing a good splits here, though, so he should be able to hang on here. That is a ridiculous amount of Banes, and they have Bane speed, too. So as long as he can just dodge these mines, I think he'll be in a good spot here. If you take a look at the supply, though, Future's starting to pull ahead here just because of these really favorable... Oh, my God. The Bane hits and the mines. I don't know which one was more significant there in that trade, actually, as both sides lose a lot of units. Jesus.
Yeah, I just saw a huge bunch of like green flash.
Explosions everywhere.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
they
who
hit
took the
something.
hit?
We
Yeah.
did it. Like.
Yep.
So,
But if you look at supply, Future's starting to pull just a little bit ahead here. So.
Yep, absolutely, man. Trying to clear up this rock area here so that he can more easily reinforce from his fourth area. So I don't know, man. I like Caleb's position because he's sitting on so many bases. He's looking, he's got that fifth up and can go mining there if he wants. But at any point in time, if he falls to this pressure from Future, he could be in some trouble.
Yeah, and I really like this decision from CalebAracous. He's sitting across like a hit pack of, wow, I almost said Nydus, Lings here, just poking into the base. They actually sneak past the wall, too, and they start to have their way here. And not only will this kind of help cut off reinforcements, but it just kind of forces your opponent to maybe pull back their aggression. It's not going to work, though. These are GM players. They've been around a block a time or two.
Playing with fire there is Future. Uses those Widow Mines to clean up the Lings. Was fighting him with his SCV, so he almost, mined his own SCVs there. But we do see, okay, here comes some Banelings streaming in. Oh, man, no good pre-splits, but no splits when the Banelings were coming in there, so taking some serious damage.
That's crazy when you have so many Banes. You send in the Banes to do a mine check and not the Lings. You know what I mean? He's like, here, have a couple of Banes real quick to trigger the mines. But yeah, it looks like Future trying to poke in here to this, what would be the fifth base, I guess, and try to get some damage. And unfortunately, it looks like he might be able to do so as a lot of these queens are starting to fall. Caleb has enough to deal with this. He's just playing extremely patient and not sending it all in at once. I think he's oh, the sandwich. Oh my God, he had a really nice sandwich set up there. Unfortunately, a couple of the Banes got lost. They read the directions wrong. But he's still got a couple good trades there. And now he has some Nydus here to kind of clean up the freedom generator too.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Everything's going to be donated from Future. As he's going to have to try and fly his medevacs back, but he used the boost. Okay, so he is able to reinforce here. Needs to get his units dropped. Needs to get those Widow Mines down and split his units. Okay, he does have enough now to push Zerg back. Those Widow Mines are bold as shit. All right,
they're like, charge!
All
right, so we'll have to see if he hangs on here now, man. This Terran army is still looking pretty strong here, but his defense has just been phenomenal here. That is CalebAracous, and he has a couple of Banes, but unfortunately they're not here just yet. So now he has to rely on straight Nydus against some bio, and that never works well. Oh, these mine shots. Oh, man. That was a decent mine shot. The second one, unfortunately, gets cleaned up before it can clean up those Nydus, but it gets a lot of them down. CalebAracous is just holding on here like a monster. This is so crazy to me as a Zerg player. Jesus.
Ton of Nydus, man.
Yeah.
So he is able to clean that up, push that entirely away for now. Future continuing to bring in units, though, so he definitely isn't pushed back, to the point where he doesn't have anything and he's going to get rolled. But CalebAracous' position now is definitely pretty good. He can fly around with those Mutas and poke in different areas. We only see, I think, about a turret per base for Future.
Look at the upgrades, though, man. Future has 3-3, whereas CalebAracous only has 2-2. So here in a minute, this is going to start to spiral out of control, man. You never want to be down as the Zerg player in upgrades, for sure. So we'll have to see, man. A couple more mine shots, and this could definitely swing out of control here. Mutas versus mines is kind of an interesting matchup. Oh shit, he's gonna fly into the scan too. Maybe try to pull back that aggression. Yeah, Future will take the bait.
Yep.
All these mines. Jesus.
I know, right? I've seen some pretty crazy Reddit threads from people burrowing mines in the little corner of the fourth area there, and Nydus flying over. Yeah, for sure. So I have to see. Looks like Future's going to make his way across the map. Caleb actually a little bit of indecision there with where he wants to send his Mutas, whether it be to go do damage or if he thinks he needs him back at home to fight the army. Nice free splits coming out of Future, though, making it really hard to engage as Zerg.
Yeah, those were beautiful. He's going to move his mines forward, try to get a couple good shots here to soften up these Zerg forces, but CalebAracous isn't going to allow that, man. He's very smart. playing this extremely patiently. I guess that's the theme from him throughout this entire defense tonight, has just been patient. He's going to come into these mines now and try to avoid a couple of shots here. He loses a lot of his veins in doing so, but still, just look at the amount he has back there. It's pretty crazy.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, some more banelings flooding in now. He's going to try and pick off what he can, but eventually CalebAracous is going to need to go, and it looks like he will. Huge bane hits going down. Will it be enough? Having to back up there. He still has a big bunch of his Mutaflock, and most of the Terran army's been cleaned up. But there isn't a ton. Okay, actually, there is still a ton of banelings.
Bobby Awesome joining us in chat, too. We got both of the Gauntlet guys in here. Thank you guys very much. Again, we've talked about the host so many times, but it's huge to us as a smaller channel. So thank you guys. And also, CalebAracous just cleaned that up rather convincingly. He got down all those mines at the start and then just kind of walked over this bio. And now if you take a look at the supply, I guess it kind of tells the story of game number 1 here, as we're looking at 172 to 122. So it is going to be hard for him to crack this nut, but I think he has the tools to do so now.
Yep, I agree. He is going to be able to come in here to the 5th base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, word. I can count, guys. We can do this. And is he going to have enough? Okay, those bane hits are going to be pretty good. The Ultralisk derping out a little bit there, and the Mutas, they're all pretty low, but low is not dead.
Yeah, exactly. So close is not close enough, unfortunately, in the game of StarCraft. So while Future played like an absolute monster there, and there for a while I thought he was going to win the game. Game number 1 will go to CalebAracous. KJ Freedom joining us in chat. What is up, my man? We got one of your teammates out here rocking it there for game number 1. But Future played well too, man. So
yep,
I'm not trying to knock on him or anything, you know.
No, I think you made a good point in saying that Caleb played it really well, and always playing it really defensively. You know,
Yeah.
He was just never too over eager to send his entire army in, not knowing what type of Widowmine situation he was going up against. So that patience really paid off in Future. I mean, he was streaming units across the map, but he just could never really close out the game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out. They're BMing, and I wish I could let you guys in on the secret, but it's in party chat. He's getting called out for it, too. Oh, man.
That's pretty funny, dude.
Yep.
Where am I supposed to be in?
All right, so one of our players just needed a couple seconds to slam an energy drink, and he gets map picked. So it will be Paladino.
Let's do this. I'm excited, man. Game
Yeah.
1 was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Future taking it into very late game there. I mean, 5 bases for each player. That's definitely, pretty late in the game.
Yeah, if that's going to set the pace for this best of 7 series, I'm pretty excited to see where this is headed, dude.
Yep.
All right, we got to go from both players. There's no downtime. Let's head into map number 2. Going to be Paladino Terminal, picked by our losing player, Future. That's the way the format's going to work. You lose a game, you pick the map.
That pretty GM border.
Yeah. One day.
I
One day so many people will quit this game.
know.
Like 20 years down the road, I'll be able to just get it. But no, I'm fucking around. Alright, let me make sure we don't have the weird zoom going on, and we will get into this. Alright, so our player from Psystorm in the bottom right hand corner of the map, currently up 1 point in this best of 7. The red Zerg, it is Caleb.
And his opponent down 1 game, but hopefully he can find a way to bring it back in this best of 7 grudge match. The blue Terran, it is Future.
It's telling of what the future will hold. Fucking got him, dude. Alright, so we'll have to see what the response is. That's when you just drop a pull, drop some gas, and say, alright, you want to talk shit? Get hit by the Bane, son. No, I'm kidding. Holy shit, apparently Future beat Beyond. Is this true? Are you guys fibbing? That's crazy.
That is...
What do you do? Just print out that victory screen and like put it on your fridge or something? Like,
Yeah, I know,
Beyond,
right?
holy shit. That's never gonna happen again. No, I'm fucked up. That's messing up to him, but maybe he'll do it again. That's funny though. It's always crazy when you can beat Beyond. I remember my first time beating Beyond, actually.
Don't we all? No, I'm just kidding. Things that'll never happen.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. So getting into this game, it looks pretty standard from the Zerg side of things. Hatch gas pull coming down. Looks like it'll be a Reaper expand out of him too. So man, I was waiting. I was really waiting for the crazy ass proxies and just weird shit. Usually in grudge matches it comes out inevitably, but not quite yet.
Yep. So it does look like it's going to be a standard issue Reaper expand again. And a little bit earlier pool coming down from CalebAracous. So I wonder if that's just to be defensive. We could see in chat that he was asking, hey, man, are you 3-raxing? So I wonder if that kind of pool was, you know, like, hey, man, I may get 3-racks. This is a grudge match. I got to be aware of what's going on here.
Like the mind games and stuff? Yeah,
I know,
just in case he was serious. Yeah, we'll have to see. I wanted to see some crazy shit happen up here, but it doesn't look like he's going to. The way that SCB just kind of got planted over there in the corner, I thought he was going to try some cheesy shit, but nothing just yet to report. A couple links coming across the map, gonna run into this wall. The factory's already down, so he knows it's not going to be 3 racks or anything. So,
Bobby Awesome saying, so what y'all saying is Future is indeed the future of Terran.
Hey.
I know, man, I kind of went into this as a Terran player being like, all right, so let's find out where Terran's headed. I was expecting this like 17 base freaking battle cruiser, you know what I'm saying? We'll have to see exactly, you know, what the future holds for Terran players.
I feel like there's a lot of really good dad jokes that we could be doing with this, but I'm gonna let you slide tonight, Giggler, because it's been such just an awesome night of games. I don't want to ruin it for you.
That's fair.
But yeah, it looks like he's trying to put on a little bit of an early pressure here. I was waiting to see the Baneling nest come down. That's kind of how you know he's really going all in. But this is too many links to just be like some random scout or something. He's trying to get in here and find some damage. So.
Yep, and the Reaper actually will be able to get down into the bunker, but the bunker's going to start to take pretty heavy damage here as those lings do get speed, man, trying to get the repair off. Probably going to need to back off. Nice, comes out of it to drop the grenade, man. That's a nice play. Warms my Terran heart.
Yep, and the Mad Max Hellions are here. They're going to be able to send these links back, and he tries to go up here into the main, but unfortunately just gets caught in a bit of a death trap, and now they have been barbecued. So good hold there from Young Future for sure. And this is the build that I've been seeing a lot more, as these Hellions have gained a lot more like favorability, or at least popularity where I'm at in the league. So I was wondering if we were going to see this, and it's kind of shaping up like that will be the build here for him. So do you starting to use them a little bit more too, or are you still just riding out the drops and stuff, or?
Dude, I'm 2-on-1 until I die.
Yeah.
Man. No,
well, I mean, if it worked,
it
it beat me so many times, like for sure, man. I just feel like so many of them are starting to throw in Hellions because like it's been not figured out, but people are getting better at holding it or whatever. But I'm seeing so many more Hellions now.
Yeah, it can definitely play off the fact that a lot of Zergs, you know, don't want to get 3-racks Reapers, so they kind of open up with more lings, and we can see that these Hellions able to come in here now. Nice micro there, making sure to keep them alive and do as much damage as possible with drones getting pulled. So he is able to pick up 3 drones so far just with this, keep all of his Hellions alive. Oh, even more, man.
Oh, the barbecue has begun. He even Manor Meals on him. Fucking got him, dude. That was a grudge match. That shit is not only allowed, but welcome here. So he also gets 12 drones with that. Damn, dude. He's really trying to get out here and get this tied up real quick, and it's looking like he might be able to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, 12 drones going down for 4 Hellions. Take that trade any day of the week for sure. More Hellions being built back at home, and the first Banshee and Cloak are on the way. Stim being researched as well, so nice opener here for Future.
Yeah, hell of a opener, and with a pretty sizable follow-up behind it too, man. If that Banshee can get over here Cloak, he could do some nice damage. There's a spore. Okay, never mind. There's a spore down in each base, but I mean, there was a spore in each base last game, and he still got a lot of them, so we'll have to see. We need to double the tweets per hour during stream time, otherwise we have to sell Bob. Yes.
It's pretty funny, man. So we do see Supply Depot's coming down to finish off that wall just outside of his base. No extra production or anything like that coming down.
Legal Axe shows Future with a 0.03% chance of beating Beyond, and he still did it. Fuck. I want to know the cheesy ass build he wrecked him with, dude. I bet that was one hell of a game. You know he has the replay too, dude. I would never delete that.
Yeah, for sure. That would be saved on the hard drive.
Put it in one of those moving picture frames that you hang on the wall, and it just plays the game over and over and over. No,
I know. I would do the name of that game, or the name of the files. That time I won GSL.
Yeah,
like...
seriously. I'm basically the world champ now. No.
For sure, dude. That's got to be an awesome feeling walking away from that. Like, you got to be riding the high about your StarCraft at that point, you know?
I just wouldn't play for, like, weeks, because, like, that's the high point. You want to just hold on to that feeling forever, dude. Like,
you fucking beat Beyond once on ladder and you retire.
Yeah, like all right, we're done here. Like, that's it. It doesn't get any better than that. But yeah, getting into a serious side of things, we got a bunch of roaches coming down. We have Zerg missile attacks level 1 coming up, as well as roach speed. So that's kind of where he's headed with things. The Banshee does come in, too.
Yep, getting a couple shots off on the queens and 2 drones, so that's nice. He's going to be able to come in here and clean up some creep, too. That's always good. You want to make sure to keep that as far away from you as possible.
Yep, absolutely. So it is pushed back for now off the back of some pretty good lean. Oh shit, he's gonna lose the queen. Okay, I forget these guys are GMs. The transfuse comes down and he saves it. And yeah, that was handled with pretty nicely there. He actually gets his third up and running here shortly too. So that will help out a lot with things.
Yep, absolutely. And good on Future too. I mean, just using these units to poke and not taking too much damage or any losses or anything like that. Making sure that he's able to be effective in cleaning up creep to stop that from making its way to the third base.
Yeah.
As much as, possible at least.
Yep. Future slapping down his third, and if you take a look at worker count, he's doing all right in this game, man. 50 SCVs to 39 drones. So he's playing this phenomenal, man. He's actually going to try to do a run by here too, Mad Max style, and get a couple more drones.
So,
yeah,
crazy ass shit. So yeah, even more drones going down now. A total of 5. The Hellions will eventually get surrounded and picked off. 6 drones do go down though.
Yeah, our Vivabot is a lie. Thank you guys for pointing that out. We had a clan war immediately before this grudge match. It just ended a couple minutes ago. It was some really, really good games. If you get bored and want to catch the VOD, I suggest it for real. It was some crazy, crazy series. But Vivbot is lying to you. This is only a $20 grudge match and not the $40 clan war. That's so 10 minutes ago, Vivbot. You fucking suck.
All right. God, why can't you adapt to our needs? So the third base is coming down from Future. CalebAracous freezing that Overlord like, I'm not dropping you.
Yeah, I promise I'm not. Yeah, I promise this is just a scout. Nothing to see here at all. He tried.
He did.
All right, so the Roach is coming into the main here, trying to attack into this natural. I don't think they'll be able to find too much damage, given the fact that we have sieged up tank, another one joining the fight as well, and that Banshee too to kind of reign supreme.
You think he's gonna have enough? Oh man, a little bit of a move there as he specifically clicks on a Roach in the back, ends up taking massive damage from it.
Yeah, that was pretty significant, man. He has these tanks up here on the high ground. They should be able to clean things up for now. Oh, because of that, they actually get sniped out. No! Oh, he needed those, and now this third is going to be in a really rough position here. He's going to take the time to kill that tank, and then he just has to have his way with these SCVs down here. Future's trying to defend this with a little bit of bio here, but I feel like the damage has already been done to that third. 13 SCVs went down during that.
Yeah, more bio does come out. May be able to shoo away these Roaches, but they will take some significant losses. Future, he does have that Banshee, which is going to just be wailing away on these Roaches, which is nice, man. That's going to be continuous damage that Caleb can't really stop. But I mean, damn, what a punishing misclick! Holy shit, man.
Yeah, this is pretty bad here, man. Unfortunately, he's just falling a little bit more behind now. I feel like Caleb really needed that to tie up the worker lead, and Future's doing good in trying to replenish that third base, but that, that was kind of what he needed to put himself ahead here in the game now that things are tied up here, and he already has that third up and rolling. And if you take a look at the supply count, he's starting to pull ahead just a little bit. It's not like game ending or anything, but I think it's young Future needs to do a little bit of damage now. So
yep, absolutely, man. You can see that the worker count got tied up exactly. So that huge lead that was there for Future earlier has been soaked up and now no longer exists. We can see these Roaches positioning to make their way over into the third base. There are 2 siege tanks, though, and a couple of bunkers going down, too. So trying his best to hold it, but will it be there in time? It's going to come in.
Yeah, so the bunkers aren't finished, unfortunately. He's forced to pull all the SCVs, too, so they won't even be complete. Okay, so one of them gets completed. Oh, the other one, too. He's going to be able to load him up now and try to hold this. He actually doesn't even need to take it. He can just push this back because of those siege tanks that you were talking about before this aggression. But on the other side of the map, the real story here, though, is this drop. Came in and got a bunch of drones and also that spawning pool. So that was a huge pickup here for Future.
Yep. Looks like he's going to get to work on the lair as well. Eventually, will be shooed away as his reinforcing units come out, but this is, very nice damage. He wasn't going to be able to do much back at home, but try and clean up the army, which he actually impressively did. Like, I was pretty surprised. I thought when the Roaches got the concave that they'd kind of just start to carve through the bio, but they actually held really well, and Future's in a pretty decent position now off the back of that drop.
2 tanks in a dream, man. That's all he needed to hold on to that third, and it sure as hell worked for him there, so that was good. And then I think the huge thing there was sitting across that drop, too, on the other side of that. So, yeah, I mean, they've already been saying it in chat, but dude is playing like an absolute monster. Both of them, that is. So, Future's going to try to move across the map here and get a little bit of damage done, but if you look at the supply count, he kind of swung things in the Terran side of things, and with those tanks, this is looking really scary here for Caleb. He's gonna need to I don't even know what he does to hold on here. He doesn't have enough vials to take the tanks, you know?
Yeah, for sure. It's not like he can engage into that, and there's going to be that one Banshee just reigning supreme. So we do see a slight on siege here. CalebAracous is going for it, but I think we know how this is going, man. He's going to have to tap out of this one. And GG well played is called, so the series gets tied up, man.
Yep. Excuse me. Very well played there from Future, and now we are tied up, as you said, 1-1. Good. We're not going to get a blowout. No one wants to see a blowout, so pretty hype, and now Caleb gets to choose the map.
What do you think it's going to be?
Belshir.
You think it's going to be Belshir? I think you're fucking wrong.
Well, all right. Well, what do you think it's going to be?
Belshir. No, I think it's going to be Newkirk.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Newkirk. Come on, Newkirk.
Okay, I'm giving them the out because that's the second time they asked. I was just making sure that they weren't like needing the best of 5 or whatever. Oh, fucking got him. He says just making sure I have room to throw more games, you know, to make it seem fair.
That's funny as hell,
nice.
Dude.
Sick burn. Sick burn. Oh,
I'm CuddleBear in chat, man. What's up? How's it going? Nice to see you here.
Oh yeah, very well played, CuddleBear. That was some monster games you put on earlier.
Tom Brady from downtown, man.
Oh,
what
shit.
map is that, Zergler?
All right, all right. You got him. How did
I'm
you
on
know?
fire tonight, boys.
How did you know?
How did I know? Because I'm talking to CalebAracous. Right?
Oh, okay.
No,
I got it.
I'm just,
Dude, I made a side bet. If we fuck up Turd Zergler's map pick, we get $5. No, I'm kidding.
just betting you for everything. I got this coin over here, man. I'm gonna flip it.
Yeah.
Like, no.
All right, so both players are ready up. The next map is going to be Newkirk Precinct, and we are currently tied up 1-1 in this best of 7 for $10 of their personal money and $10 from the Nydus. So $20 total on the line here. Pretty cool though for a single series. I'd play someone for $20.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'd lose and owe him $10, but I'd play him for sure.
I would too.
I think
Just to even, you know, the opportunity to play StarCraft for money, man. I'd be so down for that.
All right, let me throw up the scoreboard really quick. Show that these players are tied up. Our red Zerg from Psystorm Gaming in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. It is Caleb.
And his opponent coming back and evening up the series 1-1. The blue Terran from Eastloth. It is Future.
He keeps calling him out for that. It's pretty hilarious. All the shit talking is going down in party chat, not in game.
Yeah.
But man, when you're trying to do GM level macro, I don't blame him.
The dude's just like a totally different person in game.
Yeah.
Have fun and good luck to you, sir. Like,
As soon as the game is over, he's like, I hate you.
I know, right?
Going
Get
down.
fucking
Here we go.
dumpstered.
Now we're fucking talking, dude. We don't have a grudge match until something like this happens. So I pretty much rule this game number 1, dude.
Yeah.
The question is, these are GMs though, right? It's not like they're slouch players. Is he gonna get across and somehow know that this is happening and scout this? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Those overlords are making their way across right now. There is going to be no drone scout or anything like that. But yeah, this is pretty crazy, man. We don't see a gas down or anything like that, so this will be a proxy marine.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you were saying, the overlords are headed over there, but there's no drone scout or anything, so this will be a little late to find out about. Unfortunately, most of the shit will probably be already up in the natural by the time those overlords get over there, as the barracks start to finish up and we get marine production coming down. Quad barracks. Jesus.
4 racks, dude.
Yeah, 4
damn.
racks. Marines, dude. This is like ridiculous.
This overlord, so this one that's closest to Terran's base right now, is going to fly over. It's going to see those 2 depots. And it is going to get on the phone so fucking fast back to command and be like, guys, we have a serious problem here.
Just screaming. The guy on the other end can't even make out what he's saying through his garbled scream. Yeah, like I thought he was going to actually drop a barracks and try to actually play it off like he was trying to macro up behind this. But he's right. You're right. He's just going to leave it. This overlord is about to shit himself.
Yeah, so at what point does the overlord see it? Right now. It's like second depot. There's 3 fucking depots. Shit, shit.
Yep. Sound the alarms. It is time to scout, boys, and basically build a shitload of troops. But yeah, as we look across the other side of the map, it's the damage has already almost been done, you know, at this point. By the time these 4 pop, there's going to be, what, 9 Marines? Jesus.
That's so. I mean,
That's
with
early.
the drone or with the SCBs in front of them, man, that's just so much damage. There's only a couple of lings. They will try and get up on the high ground and some queens, but man, we'll have to see. This could just be too strong of a push here.
Yeah, I'm not sure he holds here. I'm only a diamond, but this is looking pretty significant and pretty damn early. And unfortunately, he's even going to be able to clean up all the reinforcements as they run from the natural into the main. This is a good call here from CalebAracous, trying to drop down his spine, but unfortunately a bit too late here. He's forced to pull off all of his drones. The boys have been pulled. Here we go.
I think this is a really good call, not going for that second base. It doesn't really matter, you know, if that base exists. If you clean up all the drones and all the drones and lings, he will start to micro back against these drones, man. And he's starting to take really favorable trades here. These queens do represent a ton of damage. There are some roaches that are being built. Once those come out, that will be good. But does he have enough to follow up after this? I mean, almost all of his drones are
that's
down
too much already. So even if these roaches pop, I think the damage has been done because he lost 15 drones. I'm getting yelled at for not having the production tab up. I'm so sorry, but we're on a 90-second delay. So the fucking dancing! He's fucking dancing! Oh man.
Will that be? I mean, these roaches should be enough to clean up the small amount of Marines that exist. Is the dance gonna be the thing that kills him?
That would be hilarious. That's some turd shit right there, dude. You get a little too cocky and you try to celebrate. Next thing you... Got him! Victory will go to Future.
By the way, Atrioc, oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I saw that one and I just pretended that I did. I was like, nope, Giggle. That's all you, my man.
Sorry for butchering your name, but thank you very much for the follow and everyone who's followed tonight. Gauntlet once again with the host. Thank you guys so much. That was a crazy ass game, dude.
Yep. Awesome. I just realized because my name is Terzergler, it filtered it out and doesn't even show my bet up there, dude. That's funny as fuck. Talks like he was gonna cheese him out. Oh yeah, now they're starting the shit talk because we're in party chat.
Alrighty, man. This is pretty funny shit, guys.
Yeah, this is awesome. Both these guys are awesome too for letting us cast this. We kind of made the joke that if you guys ever see two players kind of beefing, send them our way and we'll get him on as a grudge match. So that's kind of how this one happened. I guess there was just some friendly banter going on in Twitter. And just Jordan, the man you see in chat who hooked us up with the fat host earlier, was the one who sent him our way. And they were both down to do a grudge match. And here we are. So we're just waiting for Caleb to pick the map. And we'll get going here in game number 3. Or 4, actually.
Alrighty. It's Proxima.
Oh shit, sorry.
You fucking butt!
Yeah, no, I have a really hard time reading all these letters and numbers and shit.
Alright. These words that we have to say to cast and stuff.
Oh shit. You're dead like the rappers you quote. That's deep.
That is, man.
That's fucking deep.
People's Fifi's getting hurt here.
And that means he listens to the good hip hop, none of this new shit. No, I'm fucking.
Fucking go grandpa mode on it, like, oh, this fucking new conflict of rap.
Alright, both players are ready. The map will be Proxima Station, and Young Future is currently up 1 point. Best of 7. Will Caleb tie it up, or will he pull ahead here? Stay tuned. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't have anything else. Retro, thank you very much for the follow.
I love how you shorten everything.
Yeah, hey, if I can't butcher it, I go till I can stop reading, and then I'm like, all right, there you go.
I know, I can hear the point where you're like, oh, this is one where I gotta, like, you were like,
bail. Yeah.
Bro, thank you much for following.
Retrotical? I don't fucking know. But see, now I'm the asshole because I tried to read it. Yeah. Oh. And that, my friends, is called a race check. That counts. That fucking count. No, I'm kidding.
Gee, boys. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Too easy. Too easy.
That
the night is hosting the Great Grudge Cast. Happy to see growth for you guys. Yeah, that's all off the back of the gauntlet. Again, a huge shout out to them boys. They put on amazing content. I support them with my time and money because I seriously love their channel. And I suggest all you guys do too, man. Go sub to their channel and help them put on more content because they're kind of a big deal in this community.
They are a huge deal, man. They've been having really great games that I've seen on there. It's just huge name matchups.
Wait, who's not hitting ready?
What?
Did you hit ready?
Young Future's offline at the moment.
Oh.
Man down.
Oh.
got a man down here.
Okay. Well, we have a bit of a technical difficulty here. We lost a player. Giggle, you got to step in, my friend.
All right, boys. Caleb, we're at WCS. What's this guy been to? What tournament was that? WCS?
Yeah,
Man,
quals. Like, you should be all right.
Slouch tournament, man. I got him. No problem.
There we go.
Put me in, coach. This dude's gonna find me on ladder and snipe this. Just I heard you were talking shit, and I watched the VOD, and I wasn't impressed. All right, so we got him back.
Rip, my game crashed. It happens, man. No worries.
Alrighty. Let's try this one more time.
I put race ready check. He's gonna think we're being dicks. I'm like, no, I promise. That's what we always say. Like, we're not talking shit. Check your race, my friend. Oh, he's laughing at us, dude. I'm sorry. It was just a joke. Please don't hurt me. I'm only diamond.
It's okay. Everybody's Fifi's being hurt tonight. Like Zergler, fucking not even playing in the grudge match. Dude's Fifi's being hurt.
It's been an awesome night of games, though, man. I love it when we get GM content. Most of the time, we only get one GM series every tournament, so to have just an entire night of GM content is pretty hype for the old Nydus.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome, man. I love doing these high-level clan wars, and these grudge matches have been cool, too. Plat Diamond's always awesome, and the clan wars that we usually do are always awesome, but there's the level of games that you see out of GM players. It's just fantastic, man.
Yeah,
great to
and
watch.
all the love we're getting tonight, too. A lot of that has to do with the gauntlet, as we kind of keep harping on, but it is important. But the amount of follows that we're getting through are just phenomenal, and thank you guys so much for that. That's hype. We're still such a small channel that even follows at this point really, really matter to us. So you know, thank you guys for that support. But let's get the introductions underway, because with the shit we've had going on so far, who knows where this is headed. Our red Zerg player in the top right-hand corner of the map, coming at us from Storm, it is CalebAracous.
I love this shit, dude.
Yeah,
I love it. And his opponent in the bottom left, he apparently has the mental drop on his opponent, the blue Terran from Eastloth. It is Future.
That's the most important win to have. The mental win. Like, if you got that, right? The rest is just following through the motions, right? Like, that's...
If you're in your opponent's head, man, you're like, I mean, that's definitely where you want to be. We see this drone.
Too, yeah, he's all up in his head.
I know, right? He's getting them all pissed off and stuff. By the way, oh Jesus Christ, Picker, Starcraft 2, and there was some others in there.
SV Torn, Forsaken 16. Thank you guys very much for the follows. We got like 3 back-to-back there. Triple kill. Thank you guys.
I know, right? Pew, pew, pew.
Funny that he talks shit about all-ins and then gets home. Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know. The BM's just BM. I know these guys all mean it in good fun. I'm sure they don't actually hate each other. One of these nights, though, I do want to get a match on here where people just absolutely despise each other. Like Vibe versus a Villo or something, where it's just like pure hatred throughout the entire series. But maybe that's getting a little too serious for a video game. It'd be fucking hype to cast, though.
Just the way you phrase that. Like, no, I'm totally down for beef, too. But the way you phrase that, like, let's just give these people a venue to hate each other. Like, nah, dude, I don't really want to do that.
Let's bring them online and throw a knife in the middle of the room and tell them good luck. No, I'm just
for sure. That sounds like fucking propagating some bad shit, dude.
Okay, like... that's true. That's true. That's why we got GIGGLEBEAR, because he always slows our roll and prevents us from doing stupid shit. I wonder where the adopted top came from, though. I want in on the meme.
I know we've seen a lot of father and adopted.
Yeah.
You know, like there seems to be some Darth Vader Star Wars theme here. Yeah. I'm not sure. We'll have to get some info on that from the players as to what the hell is going on.
Probably just his age and shit, I'd imagine. Like, I'm just going out on a limb here, but I do believe he's a pretty young player, so it's probably just where the joke started or whatever. But pretty funny. I'm glad that these guys are being sportsmen enough to be him without actually going in on each other and shit, you know. So that's cool to see.
Yeah, for sure, man. So those Lings gonna get to poking at that Reaper. It does get a scout off. Knows that this base was at least built, and that likely, since it's already up and not a third base, that this was the one that was built first. So get some info from Caleb there.
Yep, pretty nice little piece of information to have there. TV Black and Blue, thank you very much for the follow. Holy shit, I'm not even gonna be able to run down the list because I won't be able to talk that much. Like, we've gotten so much love tonight. You guys are fucking amazing, and that support is just unreal. Thank you guys. We also got a couple donations too. I'll run through all that at the end of the night. But man, thank you guys so much for the support. And then a thank you to the players. Like, these guys both came on our channel and put on the game. So thanks, guys, if you actually go back and watch the cast.
Yeah, for sure, man. And it's so great to like work with these people because like everybody's been so professional, even in the grudge matches and stuff where people are hating each other. Everybody's so punctual, shows up, you know, plays their matches and shit, and it's all in good fun. So I mean, really a huge shout out to Rival and Imperative Gaming, and then to both CalebAracous and FutureofTerran for showing up and making this happen.
Yeah, these guys were even hanging out prior to this show match too, and being active in chat and kind of messing with us during the clan war too. So like, I got nothing but love for these guys. They've been extremely good sports. I feel like most pros would have a problem with you just saying, hey, we can't give you an exact time, it's kind of whenever, but these guys were okay with it. But getting back into the game, though, now that there's a bit of an aggression coming in, he's trying to poke in here with these Hellions, but because the double queens and the safety links, he's not going to be able to find too much damage. Trying to shore up that wall with the Roach Swarm, which I think is a pretty good call here, given that we've already seen this amount of Hellions. So.
Yep, absolutely. Saber Blue, thank you very much for the follow. Keep them coming, guys. We definitely appreciate it. These Hellions continuing to be annoying, though.
Yeah.
Those queens from CalebAracous, able to shoo them away, but just, you know, coming in here, trying his best to get these creep tumors.
Yep.
Stop the creep spread. Oh, he's going to even. Oh, nice.
Gearing up for
Very
that
nice
Raven harass, man. Right? Like, that, I kind of assume that that's how this is headed here, given that he's getting Corvid reactors. So, auto turrets are pretty nasty, especially if you can split the third in the main up here, which I guess is what he probably wants to do here. So, Captain Fail asking us... Oh, by the way, first of all, congratulations on winning the Nydus last night. You put on some really awesome games, and that was a pleasure to watch. So, that's our last night's champion, by the way. Everyone give it up for Mr. Captain Fail. The dude's a monster. But either way, to answer your question... All you have to do is have 4 players in the clan and a desire to bop another clan, I guess. I don't know. Like, I'm not quite sure.
And a desire to bop another.
Well, yeah.
And
like,
just
I
a
don't know
burning passion to go shit on other clans, man.
I'm not sure what you're asking, but basically 4 players in a clan is all we need from you. We pretty much will take it from there, if that's what you're asking. Get with me after the cast, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll match you up with people that are, you know, we won't put you against Masters players if you have diamonds. It's really up to what you guys have as players, and then we'll match based on that, you know. So, or if you guys have a specific clan in mind that you guys want to take on, then we can do that too. Really.
Oh, fuck.
Doesn't matter to us.
Introduce the Nydus grudge match clan war? Like, is that way? No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine that?
We're so many deep layers, guys. We just keep folding the layers in on themselves.
Clans calling out clans. That's what I'm talking about,
For
dude.
sure. All right, man. So coming in here, clearing up the creep. These 4 Hellions have just been continuously annoying for Caleb.
Yep. But yeah, so I wasn't being a smartass. Basically, hit us up if you want to do a clan war. Sometimes we have money to put up against it. Sometimes we don't. It all just kind of depends on the date and the circumstances surrounding the clan war. So we'll hit you up after cast and get you more information about that. We're gearing up for some pretty nice mid-game here, though. GIGGLEBEAR, we got Roach Speed coming in. His upgrades are starting to work. And on the other side of things, we got some nice bio play coming out with tank support, too. So we're going to get that nice ZBT mid-game.
Yeah, absolutely, man. 4th base coming down for Caleb. So he is looking to push that advantage a little bit. You know, as Zerg, you're generally going to want to be a base up. So, you know, with that 3rd base coming down for Future, he's looking to, you know, continue to secure his, you know, economic advantage.
Yep. Absolutely. So now he's going to chase down these Hellions. They're going to find themselves backed up into a corner here. Might end up getting killed by roaches, but that's all right, man. I guess this is a scout too. Try to figure out what's going on. Excuse me.
These Hellions back here, like, we're so fucking sneaky, and those roaches. Hey, we see you.
Little do you know, man. Your death is already coming in the form of 4 roaches.
All right. So 2 go down, 3 go down, and 1 of them gets away to tell the tale.
I hit a wrong key there. My bad, guys. But yeah, so let's see where this is headed, man. We have +2 melee attacks coming down for that Ling Roach Ravager style of play. I'd imagine we're about to see Banes here shortly if they're not already up. Hive Tech is down as well. And then down on the Terran side of things, we just have a shitload of Reens being made for that 2-2 stim timing, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, I mean, that 1-1 is really nice, and I imagine off the back of 2-2, he is going to want to move out here. +1/+1 melee is down for CalebAracous, and he does have some of those Ravagers there, but I'm really saying, you know, Future, once he gets 2-2, that's a pretty strong bio army.
Yeah, absolutely. A huge supply block. Okay, there we go.
Oh, good. No, so we do see a drop being picked up and moved out to the left side. I wonder if this is going to be the main army pushing in the front and then this drop in the back, or if it's just going to be a drop.
Well, the thing that sucks, unfortunately, is that he already sent the Ravens over, and because of that auto turret harass, Caleb put spores up everywhere. So this is going to be a bit of a difficult drop. Not impossible or anything. He can just drop on one of those and kill it, but because of that, he's kind of set up here for a pretty decent drop.
Yep. So he does fly, gets in here, able to find a spot where he can lower his Marines, takes out one of those spores, so he does have a little bit of wiggle room now. He's going to get to work on these links here, take the favorable trade there.
Yeah, now he kind of killed all the defensive forces. He's forced to withcall. Wow. Like
Withcall, guys.
Withcall.
They're changing the
Withdrawal
upgrade.
and recall. Fucking combining words out here, guys. That's how we do on the Nydus. But he was forced to bring back all of his roaches and ravagers. We'll just simplify it to bring back. I like that.
That's right. I like withcall though, man.
Withcall. It's been a long
This
night.
It has, yeah, dude. It's two best of sevens that, you know, definitely have the potential to both go to game 7. So we'll have to see. Caleb needs to kind of find a way to pull this back. It looks like in most of these games he's been favoring roach play.
Yeah.
And it hasn't really worked out for him in those first couple of games there. It looked like he was playing Ling Bane a little bit more, and especially those Muta games where he's cleaning up those medevacs. I mean, even Future at the end of the game. Okay, hold on a second. We have an engagement going down here.
Yeah, the big one.
One of those tanks will fall.
All right, so a tank will fall. The siege tanks get planted up, and now he stems him forward with the bio, and it's just a bunch of roaches and ravagers forced to deal with this. The bios come down, and he dodges the majority of them. Starts to work on these roaches and ravagers.
He did like the movement thing again, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah, unfortunately, now he's starting to take a lot of unfortunate trades here. The tanks aren't even planted up yet, and he's just starting to bleed out all of his units. If I didn't know any better, I'd say our young FutureofTerran is about to get his game number 3 here, Giggle.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So even though he did have a little bit of a misclick there and moved his troops a little too far forward, nice pre-splits there. He's going to back up into the mineral lines. Those queens coming around from the south side, that's really nice, man. They're going to be able to take out the tanks. But just as that's happening, actually reinforcements come in, and Future, 1 game away, man.
Damn, that's impressive, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that I've seen him around and know his playstyle or anything. This is kind of the first time that I'm viewing him tonight, and he's playing very, very strongly. This is impressive as all hell.
Absolutely, man. Kind of to what I was saying earlier, though. Even after that first game, you know, that Mutiling Bane game, Future was saying, man, that didn't look so great, you know? And then he's kind of, chosen to move more towards roach play, and it hasn't really paid off for him, man. I'd like to see CalebAracous go back to that Ling Bane Muta style that he had so much success with in game 1.
All right, you got to read party chat, Giggle. Give it to the fans.
What, every Sunday, you want me to read this? Before I read this out loud?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I wanted you to. And I'm glad that you were jumping in there to just go ahead and doing it, but you don't have to, man.
That's fair. No, I just hadn't read it yet.
Do not read this. Do not read this. Holy fuck. Guys, I wish we could, but we have a reputation of the content that we put out on this channel. And, yeah, I don't want to get banned. No, I'm kidding.
This guy is still like, hey, read it out loud.
No,
like,
no. Next thing you know, our channel gets fucking shut down, and they're like, that was over the line, guys.
I know. It's nothing the internet hasn't seen before. Don't worry, guys. Zergler just made that seem like it was like the craziest gauntlet thrown down ever. But what is the last map here? Do we know? Are we even going to make it to that? Are we just going to have an all-out bar fight?
I know, right? He asked me, are you saying any of this on stream? I'm like, well, a little bit. Not all of it, but some of it. Like, I don't know if you wanted us to, but... All right, Cactus is next, guys.
We need to have like a Microsoft Sam read it out, read all the chat out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be fun.
So it's all like the robotics voice.
Neither one of us has to take responsibility because it didn't come out of our mouth. Yeah, I love this idea, dude. If someone can go ahead and...
Microsoft Sam's the bastard.
Yeah,
dude.
like, wait, what? It wasn't me, dude. Blame Bill Gates. All right. So we'll have to see, man. If Future wins this, that's the show match, Giggle. Caleb needs to start winning them here. Oh, shit. Fucking got him. All right, go from both players. We will come into Cactus Valley with young Future currently up 3-1 in this best of 7.
God, dude. Future's saying he's got a special build.
So people are saying in chat that he should have made a Baneling Nest. I kind of agree there, but I'm only a Diamond player, so I would never try to suggest to a GM how to play. Maybe he had different ideas there. I think the Infestors were a good call, and maybe that's why he didn't go for the Banes. But I agree. Some Banes would have been pretty juicy right there. He's like, I heard you were talking shit. You're a fucking D3. I never want to
Comes
hear
and
your opinion
finds you
ever
on the
again."
ladder?
Yeah, he's like,
GrudgeMatch is the reason we're both dead in 2
"Oh
nuts.
shit." All right.
This guy's talking shit.
So, our player from Eastlost in the top left-hand corner of the map, currently up 3-1 in this best of 7. It is Young Future.
And his opponent from Psystorm in the top right of Cactus Valley, the Orange Zerg, needs to find a way to come back. It is CalebAracous.
So it was a bunch of rap lyrics, and then he said that he got cancer from it, basically. Like that. There was a bit more to it, but I don't remember the rest of it. What league are you guys in? A majority of us are Plat Diamond players. That's the content that normally the Nydus pumps out. We put on a Plat Diamond each week, so that's kind of where we normally stay. But we like to do GM level content also. So we have a bunch of clan wars for GMs, a $200 open coming up soon. Hint, hint, cap it. No, I'm just fucking around. But yeah, so I think a majority of us are diamonds because of the fact that's like the content that we put out. But I do accept that there are a bunch of GMs here putting out good advice. I just don't like to try to tell better players how to play, like, basically, I guess. But they're saying if you're gonna build Lings early, don't make them. Oh, they're talking about the Banes. I got you.
Yeah, so we'll have to see here. I'm not sure, maybe Future was just messing with his head, but he did say he had a special build here. It looks like that special build is going to be a Reaper Expand. That's extremely special.
Dude, I've never seen such a thing in all my days, GiggleBear.
Okay, never mind. He does actually get the scout off on the Overlord, so he will confirm. I mean, Caleb gets in here, sees the Overlord, sees it's a CC, but, Future will also know from the way that Overlord came in, where his opponent is.
Yep, absolutely. So, behind this we have another barracks coming down. I'll wait to call it until we get a third, but I think it's a little too late at this point. I think that was maybe just some mind games or something. In the party chat, he said he had a very special build lined up for this map, and he was already in his head. So we'll have to see if that was all just banter, or maybe he does have something planned. But that was a pretty money scout there from Caleb, getting in there and finding out where his opponent was right off the bat. So.
Yep. Absolutely, man. So this Reaper gonna make its way across.
Yeah.
Gonna see that there, aren't a ton of drones. There's gonna be some Lings down here to almost immediately start shooing this away. Oh my God, does he get it? Oh,
sure as hell looking like it. Dead Tomato King says 2-3 go want more games. Yeah, man. I know I'm biased here as a caster, but I would love to see some more games. So I'm rooting against Future of. No, that's fucked up, dude. I want you to lose.
No, I definitely want more games too,
Yeah.
man. It's been awesome. If we could do 2 best of 7s today that result in 14 games of StarCraft, I will be a very happy person.
And I know it seems like we're just selling out our own channel at this point, but I am a huge fan of. Well, we are, but yeah, I'm a huge fan of StarCraft. And if you want to see some crazy games tonight, go back and watch the VOD of the Clan War. A lot of you guys got here right at the end of that. But if you check that Clan War, it was some ridiculous games. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but at least 3 of the total games stuck out to me. So, I mean, it was just monstrous.
Yep, absolutely. I agree, man. Those were very, very high-level Clan War games. Future, as we see here, nothing too crazy. Standard issue 211 coming out. He's just been fantastic with his control of it, so I don't know why you would do anything else. I mean, that's the types of games that he's been winning, 2-1-1 with tank pushes on the back of that. I mean, that's about as standard as you get in TVZ. So it's not like he's been busting out, crazy battle cruiser related stuff. I guess the proxy in game 2 or game 3 was a little bit different. So, but beyond that, it's been standard TVZ, man.
Well, it's kind of what we were talking about earlier. It's the same thing as the Archon drops. Like, the 2-1-1 and the Archon drops are similar in that it's coming, and you still lose to it. Like, I don't know, man. It catches me off guard all the time. And as you said, FutureofTerran, why would he switch it up? He's made it work here, numerous times. So, I don't know. It's just interesting that the same thing we've been talking about has kind of happened here. So,
yeah, absolutely, man. So we do see the third come down from CalebAracous. He's got those queens going on here. Do we see a Baneling Nest? No. So this will be. Oh wait, we see a Roach Warren.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, we kind of knew it was coming. Dude loves his roaches, and he makes them work, too. Like, I'm starting to explore them a lot more in my lowly D3 play, so it's something that I like to see, especially in this matchup. I used to only favor, like, a Ling Bling Muta kind of style, but I'm starting to mess with them a lot more.
Yep. Absolutely. So Future will fly out for that drop. Unfortunately, he does fly right over an Overlord, and there are a few Lings at least there. Those Queens repositioning to the back too. So this is something that I always think about. That when I'm playing as Terran, I'm like, well, I'm flying to this place. I'm gonna go do a drop there. Like that's just where I'm dropping. But it's like I think he almost knowing that those Queens.
Oh, there we go. That was a huge.
Medevac.
Yeah, that was a huge
there.
pickup.
But knowing that those Queens were repositioning, I mean, if he had moved to the third and dropped the third, he would have found so much damage, man.
Oh, I love the banter, man. You gotta love video gamers. Always down to talk some shit.
I know, right? CalebAracous not playing around this game, focus firing that medevac. That's what you gotta do as Zerg.
Putting on the pressure.
Yeah, those Marines, they do damage, but what you really want is the ability to stop Terran from picking up and moving around.
Oh yeah, this Overlord snipe here is pretty key here too. And because the mine is up here in the wall, it essentially shuts down this link pressure here. So now he's kind of got to drop back and figure out what his follow-up is going to be. We already know that it's going to be Roaches, given the upgrades and stuff, and just kind of what he's been doing tonight. But I think it's a good play here. I'd like to agree with chat here and kind of say that maybe the Banes with some Bane speed would really need to like round out this comp or whatever. But again, dude almost qualified for WCS, so I'm sure he knows what's going on.
Nah, dude, you fucking tell him.
I'm going to tell him,
game,
if you don't get Banes, you're going to get 4-1 to my friend. Nah, that's fucked up, dude. But nah, you know what I mean. I feel like they could be helpful. You know your opponent's going bio. You know there's going to be a shitload of Marines. Get some Banes out, my friend.
Yep, absolutely, man. No, I totally agree with you. I mean, he's kind of played at similar styles for all of these games, and that's kind of just been, Future exploiting it. There is a Widow Mine that is tucked back between the mineral line there, so I have to keep an eye on that. Yep. Meanwhile, small push coming out to the front.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's trying to poke in here and see if he can poke into that third, but I don't think it's going to happen. Not with that amount of Queens, man. As we said, we've already seen a really sick medevac snipe. He almost got this one, too, getting it down to half health. But dude's just playing like a monster. I really want him to win. I mean, I'm not even going to beat around the bush here. I'd like to get another game here. So...
yeah, for sure. We'll have to see. There is no third. Well, actually, there is a third CC down, but it's not in position from Future. That third's already been up and running for a while for CalebAracous. The creep spread, I got to give it to him, man. In all of these games, regardless of whether he's won or lost, his creep spread has been top notch, man.
GM level creep spread for sure. No, I'm just fucking around, but it's phenomenal, dude. It's definitely the difference between like where we're at and where these guys are at is they just do everything all at once, and it's just phenomenal to see. The macro behind all the aggression still blows my mind. Like that's where I have a really hard time. I can either macro up or put on a lot of the aggression, but these dudes are literally doing all the above all at once, and it's just insane to me.
Blows my tiny pleb
Yeah,
mind.
exactly. Like I just cannot comprehend down here at the lowly diamond level. But no, it's nice, man. Some of these people in chat are a little jaded by this. It seems like they could do better or something. Like we'd love to get you out. No, I'm just fucking around. But
yeah, come on now. No,
I think it's just a stylistic difference, as they kind of pointed out in chat. It's just kind of however you want to go with or whatever. But I guess all I'm trying to say is that we're diamonds and these guys are GMs. This is just mind-blowing to me. He's already got his fourth base up and rolling. The creep is already connected to it, and he's shutting down all these drops. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, dude.
Yep. Yep, he's definitely in a much more commanding position than he has been in the previous series here. By the way, Cernobog, thank you very much. I think I said your name right, but thank you very much for the follow.
Cerno? Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I'm going to let Giggle go ahead and take that one.
Oh, I went for it, dude.
Thank you, my friend. I love this, though, from CalebAracous. Trying to get in here to the third with this little Ling pack and try to find a little bit of damage. I think it's the correct move, especially since you're forced to deal with all of these constant drops. Try to pull your opponent back to his base, by doing this.
Yep, and he will actually get, a couple of SCVs here. He's going to fly actually into this Terran army and get all them all carved up. So that's not too great, but they're just Lings, not the most expensive things.
Yep, we got plenty of those where that came. No, I'm just fucking around. Oh, here we go. Starting to move into the Infestor play as we have Pathogen Glands coming down, as well as the Hive, too. So that'll help out a lot. That is the other thing we see extremely popular in this matchup is that Infestor, you need them fungals. Ooh. These Marines just not backing down in the face of these Queens, dude. That was a really awkward standoff. And he is going to be able to clean this. Oh, okay. Whew. That medevac is headed back to base with one wing, man.
Oh, Jesus, man. Huge Roach move out coming towards the Terran base. Actually, +2 attack does finish, so that's one nice thing for Future. He's in some trouble, and he knows it. Good
there
game.
We go.
Oh, man. Game 7, dude.
All right, so we'll have to see what happens here in game number 6, as it is currently Young Future up 3 points to CalebAracous' 2. So Caleb needs to tie this up. in order to head into game number 7. If Future wins this, we are done here, guys. All right, one of our players needs to use the restroom. It's exactly what you said, Giggle. Special build 2-1-1. Oh, that's fucking funny. But as I said, it still catches people off guard.
No, and I think it was mostly just to try and get in dude's head. Like, he's like, I got a special build for you. And then he just, you know, whatever, I'll play standard. Like,
yep, absolutely. So he just needs to use the restroom real quick, and we'll get going here in just a second. Future will get to pick the map. He's trying to ask which ones are left. Fuck.
What is left?
I got to recall stuff from
Undergrounds?
like,
Undergrounds is the only one that should be left, I think.
we did. Wait, I'm just looking at my match history here. Cactus, Proxima, Newkirk, Palladino.
I think we did both the P maps.
Yeah, Peas, Newkirk, and Cactus. So Abyssal's left, Belshir's left, and what?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
You could be right. I don't know. I can't. My math is all fucked up. That's cool. I don't know. So we played both the P maps, Belshir and Cactus, correct?
Yeah, no. Cactus, Newkirk, and both the P maps.
I got you.
So we have Belshir, Abyssal, and fucking what map am I? Honor Grounds. Oh wait, are we on game number 7 and I fucked up the scoreboard? Oh no. Okay, there we go. My bad. We're gonna figure it out.
I know, right? Like the 4s and 7s are fucking with me. It's been too much casting going.
Yeah, it's been a long night, but it's been a great night. So the only maps left are Belshir and Honor Grounds, guys. What I'll do though is I will enable betting, since it all comes down to this. I still have to cash out the last one. It's just been back to back.
All comes down to this, man.
Yep. Who will win this game? Future or Caleb? Alright guys, betting is enabled for the next 5 minutes. All you got to do to bet is follow the link that just got spammed in chat. And let us know who you want to bet against. I'm going to give everyone a couple doubloons here to play with while we're waiting on a bathroom break anyway.
Alrighty.
What map does he want? Honor Grounds?
On grounds, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do this. People getting down on the gambling.
Yep. Go ahead and bet. All you got to do is go to that link that got posted in chat and vote for your player, either A or B, and you could double up on your doubloons. But it's going to come down to Honor Grounds. As we said, if Future wins, he wins the grudge match. If Caleb takes this, we are tied up and get a game number 7. I could go either way at this point, so...
Let's do this, man. Someone's got to come out the other side of this game as the winner of the grudge match.
Yep, absolutely. Oh shit, speaking of the gauntlet, do you guys recognize this song? I'm gonna skip it out of respect to my voice, but it's hilarious that that shit just started playing. Their theme song just came on. I know you can't hear the music, my friend.
All right, go for it.
We update the scoreboard and we will get popping into this game number 6. Our blue Terran player in the bottom right hand corner of the map, if he wins this, he will win the grudge match. From Eastloth, it is Young Future.
And his opponent in the top right of Honor Grounds, the Orange Zerg, playing for Psystorm, it is CalebAracous.
They're asking you to identify your pussy, good sir. Which one was that?
That was my cat, Dexter.
Dexter. Nice.
Practice X showing up in chat. How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. Perfect meme. 5 out of 7.
Nice to see you. Had way too low army, got wrecked before Infestors popped. Yeah, I think that was a good call, and he was definitely almost there in timing. It was just a bit too early there in terms of aggression, and he wasn't able to hold on. But he was making all the right moves.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Element says, if you're doing Infestor Ravager, it's almost more common not to get pathogen nowadays. Yeah, that's true. Infestors are kind of making their way in as a staple. So, well, in that matchup, I guess.
So we do see Hatch Gas Pool. And out of Terran, we are going to see the Reaper expand. I think Young Future, with the exception of that proxy game where he proxied 4 racks, has opened Reaper expand to great effect in most of these games. So
these guys still coming at it with the upgrade battle. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we got another fucking grudge match about to happen here live on the Nydus, dude. Like, you guys, you got 10, I got 10. I'll put it. No,
but you guys can only use whatever unit and upgrade you are discussing.
But that's the thing. Yeah, that has to be the deciding factor, or we start over here, guys.
Yeah, for sure. So SCV gonna go ahead and scout, get the pre-scout off, so the Reaper knows exactly where to go, where to poke.
Jordan says it's not their theme song, it's just the same song on my playlist when I'm the caster. Oh, okay. I got you.
Theme song. I was thinking it was something that was just like Gauntlet.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, why are we playing this then, dude? Like.
No, it was, I don't know, like, it's the one I've heard them play on their channel numerous times. I bet you'd recognize it.
I thought they had like a fucking theme song. I was like, how did we get a hold of this, and why are we playing it? Not that I mind.
Seriously, like I would put that out on our
are we
stream.
in trouble?
Can I get in on this shit too? Like,
for sure.
All right, so the Reaper coming in and getting. I'm always jealous of this. Like, I lose my drones, and instead these guys plop down like spores and spines and extractors, and they end up not taking any drone losses. And it's just like the difference between players at my skill level and players at their skill level. So pretty cool to see. Dexter as the Nydus mascot, head of memes. Nah. So this is one of my favorite clips on this channel, and it's weird because it has nothing to do with StarCraft. GiggleBear pulled a cat out of a fucking bag one time, and if you think I'm joking, go to our clips and look for the one that's called "The Cat Is Out of the Bag." That's the mascot Midas. Or wow, I messed that all up. That's the Nydus mascot, and his name is Beans. But you're close. You're close. We love cats on this channel.
Yeah, man.
The Reaper.
All animals. That Reaper gonna go back, get the scout off, knows that there's no third down. So
he's gonna juke him away. Oh my god.
What's up?
What a G. That Reaper actually juked a pack of lings and is able to get him. Oh, okay. Whew. I thought he was gonna be able to get out of there. Yeah, he was definitely working for it there.
We tried to run like the gauntlet of people there, and just it did not work out, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a bunch of Hellions being made. Seems to be his pretty popular like opener here. As I said, I've been seeing it a lot at my level of play, and since I'm damn near neck and neck with these guys, it's the same thing basically. So no, it's been a lot more popular, I think, though, as kind of a mind game. So.
That one took a while to wash over me. I was like, this motherfucker serious? Like,
wait a minute, did he really just say what I think he said?
I was like, man, I know we've been casting for a while, but that's some dumb shit.
Yeah, like I've never before have I heard more absurd shit on the night. No. So yeah, again,
all right.
Oh, go take it away.
Oh no, sorry. Was that, by the way, was that Alan Walker Fade song? I actually know it from that. I think I know what song you're talking about now.
Dude, maybe it's just a crazy
got a lot of
coincidence,
beeps and boops
but
in it.
Every time I go to that channel, they're playing that song. I thought that was their fucking theme song. I'm sorry if like I insulted the Gauntlet guys, but I legitimately thought that was their theme song. It's just a coincidence that it's playing every time I go to the channel, I guess.
Yeah, I think the song is called Fade by Alan Walker. I think I know it every song. It's used in a lot of montages, to be honest with you.
All StarCraft people use the same NCS fucking playlist, dude. It's no secret. Like
something about being no copyright sounds, you know? Like it's just helpful to other content creators, so.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, so the scout comes off on the third. He's well aware that it's there, and he's still trying to pressure in with these Hellions, but they're not going to be able to find too much damage given the queens and the lings that we have coming in. So he starts his tech path to Roaches. That is CalebAracous. That's what we've seen him do many times here. He gets that +1/+1 as well. And then on the Terran side of things, we have a starport about to finish up and the bio upgrade. So like the same shit here, gearing up basically.
Yep. Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's pretty much been CalebAracous' MO is roach play. So.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it's pretty much Future's MO to be opening with a Reaper expand into these 4 Hellions, man.
Into some crazy bio, yeah, exactly, man. Maybe we should try to recreate this afterwards and play these guys' builds out. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll see, they're hitting this shit at 6 minutes. We get like 22 minutes. Finally, my 4 Hellions make it across the map. No.
I can defend your shit, man. It's like 2 queens in 10 minutes in, yeah. I don't know, man. These guys are playing pretty good, and I'm pretty excited that it's come down to this. I'm really glad it wasn't a blowout either direction. I kind of feel bad when that happens, so good to see that wasn't the case here.
No, this has been awesome, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, 2 best-of-7s that go into Game 7. I mean, that's awesome. Just the most StarCraft we can bring you guys. And especially, you know, Clan Wars and Grudge matches, I feel like there's a fair amount of pride on the line.
Yeah.
So when they go to Game 7, you feel like both people got a good opportunity to represent themselves, you know?
I could do with a little more BM, if I'm honest, but that's just being picky at this point. You know, like that's just trying to get my wishes here at this point.
Yeah. So we'll have to see here, man. He's going to come in here, start to clean out some of the creep. Oh, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really like the Hellbat version, or the Hellion version, but I do like the Hellbat. They look pretty badass.
Oh, it's like they have double shields on each one of their hands or something. That's pretty cool looking, dude. I like that. So yeah, here comes the final battle, or not the final battle, but he's trying to poke in here, and it's a pretty nice engagement. The bio is starting to hold strong here because of the smoke firing. He's starting to get down the units, but because of the transfusion and the queens, I don't think he should overstay his welcome here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Those queens actually picking up the medevac with, I don't think it was full, but it was probably 1 or 2 short from being full. And now the Roaches and Ravagers of CalebAracous are making their way across the map. There is a tank here plus some bio. I don't think they're actually going to be able to crack this, but the flood of units afterwards is what's really going to be the concerning factor for Future.
From both players, though, dude, look at how many barracks he just slapped down. Future is gearing up for some production of his own as we have 5 about to finish up. So, you know, either player here is about to build some insane amount of units. But as you said, this Roach Ravager comp is looking pretty strong here on the front door of Future.
Yep. Absolutely, man. Second tank coming into position. Will be able to siege 2. Those tanks are just going to be so important. Need to make sure that they're spread out and they don't fall to Ravagers right away.
Yep. 2 things I agree with in chat. The first of all is I want to see a battle between these upgrade discussion guys. I am definitely on board. Holler at your boy if you want to see that happen. The second point that I agree with is that Future needs a 4th, right? Meow. And I would agree there too. This is one of those weird positions where you can kind of get choked up here, and it'd be really hard to break out of this and just start to fall behind in macro. But if you look at the worker count, it's not like he's too far behind, 62 to 64. So, you know, no game-ending macro disadvantage here or anything. But I do agree, a 4th would be nice here for him.
Yep, and 5 SCVs going down to a small roach drop out of an overlord that came into the back of Future's base. Yeah. So trying to find some damage, you know, as you said, trying to keep that worker count as even or in favor of Zerg as possible. When the tanks start to get high, that's when Future seems to feel, you know, the most comfortable in these pushes across the map. And CalebAracous, I mean, we've seen him have big armies before. What he has right now is a large army, but we've seen it fall to tanks before. Once these lings are starting to, you know, be cleaned out and there's not enough Ravagers to really bio, it's just roaches, and those fall pretty easily to bio tank.
That was huge. Because he was sending those lings across the map, he got a complete scout of these triple medevac drop coming in. So at least he knows that that's headed across the map. You could see him kind of recoil and pull his units back too, so he can deal with that. And the big difference here, I think this is the difference between last game, is that by the time this drop hits, his infestors are up and ready to go. Holy fuck, he already has altars in production as well as chitinous plating. So this is the game that I think last game should have been, or that I said that weird, but you know what I mean. Like this, this is looking a hell of a lot better here.
The game where his infestors didn't quite make it out in time. This is the game. Yeah, I feel ya. And so we do see some pickups here. Did the infestors come in? Oh, man. Nice. I actually think it was a good idea here. I don't think he would have been able to catch those, you know, by the time the infestors had gotten there. But, you know, FutureofTerran definitely playing in the fire there a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And the prey push is starting here behind this. A bunch of bios streaming in. And again, the one thing that I think FutureofTerran has managed to do successfully in every game this series is these upgrades. Each time he's been getting those upgrades out really early, and he's been up or up an upgrade for a better part of this entire series. The fungal though, Giggle, the fungal and the bio, oh my god, that was a sick combo, and the reason that I want to start playing with this combo for that reason right there, man. That was sick. 2 medevacs completely full, bio down for pretty much free, you know, just resetting a cooldown and you're good to go. So
yep.
Jesus.
Absolutely, man. So coming into position here, gonna have to pre-split the ultras. I think that's gonna be the first that he revealed them. So Future will know, man. He's on a little bit of a timer here. He needs to find good damage from this. But we do see CalebAracous streaming in from 2 sides, actually. Tankfire being distracted, and most of the bio is being cleaned up. I think the ultras are just gonna be a little too much.
Yep, ultras good unit, man. They cleaned up
Yeah.
all of the bio, and now there's only a couple tanks here left for Young Future, and they get cleaned up as well. He does have a drop headed up into the natural of Caleb, but I believe the damage has already been done. Overused meme, I get it, but look at the supply, GIGGLEBEAR, 176 to 118. That's kind of all she wrote there, especially if you get a couple of these medevacs. The Queens are starting to work on him, getting him pretty low. But these are GM players. He picks up his shit and gets the hell out of there. Actually going to drop down here onto the 4th, too. Should be able to get a couple drop. Oh, no. I thought he was going to do it. He's making a liar out of me. I apologize, guys. I thought for sure he was going to unload right there.
So we see the 4th being moved out from Future. He's trying to get his Liberator set up, but I mean, look at his army back home, man. He's going to be able to drop some units here from what he had across the map,
Yeah.
but this just pales in comparison to the massive Zerg force that we see. Even some units still up in the medevac too, so not fighting with his maximum force here.
Trying to get this reach around, man. It looks like he almost got it too. These ultras coming in. They have Titanus plating already, so they should be able to find a lot of damage here. This is some good stutter step, though. He's trying to just focus fire him down. Actually getting a couple of these ultras, too. He's playing this very, very well, but I'm not sure he's able to break this. As I say that, though, he takes the hold. Oh, the fungal. Jesus, the fungal, Giggle.
Yeah, this is crazy. He's trying to focus down these ultralists just as fast as possible. The command center is burning.
Yeah.
It will die. A Liberator coming out. Tries to get into position here. Fungal going down. About half of the army getting picked up. And now it's actually just Ravagers, man. So Future is able to push this back as well. But, you know, this whole time, CalebAracous' economy has been flourishing, has not been touched. So he is able to bring in more units.
Yep, absolutely. He has enough waiting back at home. He should be able to shore this up and get this sent home. There is a tank, though, so it makes things just a little bit more scary. He has a couple of bios. He should be able to do that. Ooh, this is good from Future here. Kind of tucking himself up against these minerals and not letting the full surround happen. Jesus Christ, what a night. StarCraft, Giga. Like, fuck, every game tonight. It's just been crazy. This one's no different.
Absolutely, man. That Liberator will eventually fall to some Ravagers, those medevacs picking up and trying to find whatever damage they can. But I think at this point, FutureofTerran is definitely on the back foot, man. He has to find some sort of damage to slow this Zerg eco down so that more ultras just don't keep popping out. But he just, you know, he has his 4th, which is nice. But at any point in time, like if he loses these medevacs, he's just done bar. Like he has to keep these units alive.
Oh shit, I wish I could take a look at the Revlo bets, man. Someone's about to make out like a bandit, because last time I saw it, it was stacked extremely heavy one way. But I don't know which player it was for, so it'll be a surprise to us here at the end. But someone's about to win some money, I think.
Yep, absolutely, man.
Kaye saying, GG's, I hope you all enjoy your night. Good night, Kaye. We'll catch you later, but thank you for tuning in.
It's definitely been a good night of StarCraft, but it will be a late one, man. Two best of 7s that ended up taking 4 hours. That shit happens, I guess.
I'm not even mad, though. Like, I thought it was going to be a short night, but given the amount of games we've had, like, fuck it, dude. This has been some crazy StarCraft.
Oh, shit, he picks up.
Here we go, though.
Like, caught with his medevacs in the air. That's, especially with infestors out on the field, that's, like, one of the most dangerous places you could be, man.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not even burrowed at this point. Like, there's no time for that. There's too much shit going on. He's just going to leave them all up front in the open. Oh, still no fungals, though. I'm waiting to see. Okay, there we go. Finally lands a good fungal there. Not quite enough, I don't think. This is still just a crazy-ass game.
Yeah, this is pretty nuts, man. But that army is pretty balled up. All it would take is one good fungal, but the micro and stutter step backwards is just too good.
Yep.
Bile's actually coming down on his own forces there, but with that massive money fungal.
That fungal was gigantic, and now we have a match, boys. Holy fuck. So what is it? By process of elimination, there's only one map left. Let me find out. We get a game number 7, boys.
That was 7.
Oh, was it? I thought.
Yeah. No, that's 4. Wait, maybe I'm the one who fucked
I
this
think
up.
you're fucking
I'm pretty
up,
sure
like,
Caleb
I
had
don't want to be a dick here, but no, aren't we? Tied up 7?
You think so?
I think so.
Huh. All right, let's do it.
Wait, so what's the match?
I can't count.
We'll find out in a minute. Belshir, yeah. Because we haven't done.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know there was 2. Yeah,
Okay.
I totally. I
No,
can't.
we're
So
good, we're
God,
good.
my counting has decreased through the entire night, man. I've gone from counting to 11 to counting to 7.
It's all right, dude. Numbers. There's too many of them. We can't read the chat this time around. Things are getting heated, boys. Like, we're into a game number 7, and it shows. It's gonna be Belshir to tie things up. Whoever wins this gets $10 of the player money, $10 of the Nydus money, and we will call it a night. Thank you, everyone who has tuned in. It's been a really great night of StarCraft. It ran a little longer than we expected, but the games were so awesome. I'm not even mad. It's been awesome. So,
right, man.
Oh, I wish I could read this shit, but I'm gonna be good. Let's just get this going. All right.
What's up, bud?
Oh shit! Both players gave the go. Okay.
Let's do this.
Suck a dick, go go. That's pretty much sums things up that's going down in chat, guys. Why read it all when you only need to read the one line? Oh. All right, it all comes down to this, Giggle.
Oh yeah, it does.
I picked a winner for the bet, but I didn't start a new one just yet. Oh, look at that. We're out here starting bets in the middle of a game, GiggleBear. Okay, you have 5 more minutes to bet. Because it all comes down to this, I wanted to take the time to just get that rolling. Follow the URL. Again, you only have 5 more minutes. And yeah, it all comes down to this. Our blue Terran player in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, coming at us from East Lost, it is Future.
And his opponent in the top left, finding a way to tie this series up, the red Zerg from Psystorm, it is CalebAracous.
My bad. I should have given you the Terran.
What? No, I don't
I'm
care.
sorry, friend.
It's all good, man.
Man, these guys are out here just fighting on fucking upgrades, dude. I want to throw some crazy shit out in chat just so you guys go to town on it, dude. Like, what's a ridiculous statement?
The Swarm host is better than the Ling as a unit
got him.
all around.
No,
right?
dude, but we saw some excellent Swarm host play. I don't know why I'm so surprised now that they're actually good again. Or not good, but like decent again. But yeah, that's the first time I've seen him in quite a really long time. And he sure as hell made him work too in that earlier series. So I'm pretty happy Sammy the Swarm host made it out tonight, dude.
Yeah, Sammy the Swarm house fucking brought all his friends too.
Yeah,
like that game was nuts.
He
man.
multiplied a little bit there. All right, so the Zerg is doing a very standard hatch gas pull, nothing too crazy. I figured maybe game number 7 bust out some proxies, but that would take gigantic balls. Oh, but as I say that, oh, it's probably a scout. Never mind. Let me cancel my hype. We'll probably get a Reaper expand coming out of FutureofTerran, so nothing too crazy here. And that's probably kind of how we figured it, considering everything is tied up. And this is for all the marbles. So.
Yep, absolutely, man.
Yep. All right, so we get a factory. Kind of rules out the whole extremely early through racks or anything too crazy. We kind of already knew it once you took that natural, but good just to kind of make sure. A bunch of people starting to bet. Let us know who you're rooting for. Whether you choose to do so with your doubloons or just say it in chat. Let us know, though, guys. Do you have an opinion, or you got kind of just along for the ride on this one, Giggle?
Oh, man, I'm kind of just along for the ride.
Yeah.
I think both players really, really want it at this point, dude. You know, it's gone... I think both players, too. The unfortunate thing is this didn't really... I mean, we eventually will have a clear-cut winner, but this didn't really solve anything. No player's going to be like, yeah, I fucking stomped you in a best-of-7. Like, these were really good, close games. It was a really close series that I think anybody could have, you know, taken. So we'll have to see. One person will be the winner, but, man, I don't know. Both players put up a great fight.
So what you're saying is we might see part 2 of this in the future. It's kind of what you're getting at. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I wouldn't be opposed to it at all. So the Streaper kind of poking up here, being annoying, getting off the scout more than anything else. A couple Hellions coming out, as seems to be his standard MO. And on the Zerg side of things, we get a third, and I'd imagine a Roach Warren here in a few minutes. Watch, he switches it up and just goes full Ling Bling. Wouldn't that be some shit?
That would be nuts, man. I think that he had success with it in game 1. I think it would be a good idea to do it, especially because he's played, you know, a lot of games into the series now. So you got to start pulling out some of the unexpected things, and we've seen a lot of Roach Infestor play. So,
yep, absolutely. And yeah, because this is our final match, I just wanted to give a shout out to everyone who supported us tonight. I'll run down the follower list afterwards. We got a couple donations as well, and then again the gauntlet for the gigantic host. Thank you guys, and much love. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I think it's been a pretty awesome night of StarCraft. Not too much to sell out down the road either. We just have our tournament next week and nothing else planned, so it'll be a pretty laid back week next week for the Nydus. Maybe we'll catch a grudge match though. These things have kind of just been springing up on us out of nowhere, so
Long as people keep beefing.
Yeah, exactly. Give us your Twitter beef, and we will give you a grudge match. That's how it works. But as we said, the roaches are coming. Kind of figured
Yep.
it was gonna happen, but you know, getting some confirmation. So.
Indeed, man. This is a lot of Hellions. They will eventually get shut down by the roaches that are coming out. Little does... Oh, wow. These Hellbats will be nice. I mean, they aren't amazing against roaches, but they do, you know, decent damage. Like these queens, it'll get up on those a lot quicker.
Yeah, and he's starting to work them down, but as you said, they are doing a decent amount of damage, and at least the skin is a hell of a lot cooler, as my friend GIGGLEBEAR pointed out. So he's going to pick a couple up here and load them up into the main. Oh, he might find a barbecue because the drones are getting pulled. Whew. That looked devastating, but it actually wasn't as bad as it could have been there. Very good call there from CalebAracous in pulling his drones. Jesus.
Yep, absolutely, man. This medevac just kind of dangling out there now. Gonna try and find some drones that are back in the base, but unfortunately nothing doing.
Look at how earlier this third is here from Young Future this time around.
Yeah, I like this, man.
That's quick, yeah. Maybe it's just because he came over here and saw the roaches and knows that it's going to take him forever to get across the map anyway, so he feels safe enough to do it. But usually he does it up in the main, up in the high ground. But he's doing it all ballsy out here. Actually in vision of that Overlord, too. Jesus.
That's bold.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
It is, man.
All right.
So we'll have to see here.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, we'll have to see. As you said, that third base is earlier, so he's probably going to get that out. And that's probably going to be what, you know, triggers this game to get off into, you know, attacking each other and stuff. We've seen a little bit of poking from both players, but as that third comes down from Terran, I'm sure we'll see CalebAracous move out. You know, maybe we see him take a fourth, though, and macro up. He seemed to be pretty comfortable on the Ultra list there.
Yep, absolutely. The third base is up and running, too. And he's going for Cloak Banshees. Okay. Maybe catch his opponent off guard with that. And then dropping a lot of his racks too, as we've kind of seen him do in each game in the series. Not quite as much as the last time around, but he is gearing up that bio production. So the Cloak Banshee is across the map, finding a couple drones here. Unfortunately, there was no Spore up in the third, so it will be able to have its way here for just a couple seconds. 4 drones now falling to it.
Picking up these drones is pretty nice. These queens, eventually there is an overseer there, so it will get shoot away.
Yep. TVB Black and Blue, what's the lowest tier of match you've ever casted? I believe we've had 2 silvers battle it out on the Nydus, but we've never gotten below that. I think that's the lowest. I could be wrong. Have we had silvers? I know we've had golds.
Yeah, I think
one time, right?
Silvers, yeah. Or I think we had a silver play a gold or something like that. That like knew what he was getting into. You know, like. So but yeah, I know that we've featured golds. I'm pretty sure we featured a silver.
And that's not like by choice or anything. It's not like we're snubbing the golds. Like, fuck you guys, come back when you're plat or diamond. It's just that it's usually hard for us to contact them. I've actually been trying to push for some bronze level content just to make those guys feel included in the community or whatever, as lame as that sounds. But I think there should be some content for those guys so they feel involved or whatever. But it's hard tracking down 8 of them to do a clan war or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like there's like some Venn diagram overlapping thing where it's just like there's a certain point where you have to be passionate enough about the game to play it regularly to keep up the skill level, you know what I'm saying? And it's not very high. You don't need to be GM to do this, you know what I'm saying? But like you don't find a lot of people who are as committed to playing the game at bronze, silver, gold. You know, you do find some people who are in gold who love StarCraft and know a ton about it, but just don't play it all that much. They watch it a lot more than they play it. But I think it'd be rare to find someone who's competitive at StarCraft at a bronze or silver level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're that much of a glutton for punishment, you eventually find your way to kind of punch through the ladder. And sure, it takes a lot of us, myself included, you know, a lot longer than others. But yeah, I kind of agree with you. They're not as active in like the websites, so it's really hard to even reach them as players too. You know, if you want to look at it that way too. So. Yep. All right, so. Young Future here coming into this 4th actually pulls off the cancel, and now this push is looking really strong here. It's 135 supply to 114. So not game ending or anything there, but Caleb is going to need to find some really good bios here in order to hold on to this game. So.
Absolutely, man. So he's coming up into this 3rd. There are a couple of Ravagers here. All the units having to be pulled actually to reinforce, and I think this may be, we'll have to see. Wow, man, these roaches are streaming too.
They showed up in the perfect time. Like, I hear you need some units. Like, oh god, did we need you? So the bios come down on this tank. He's going to be able to fire it down. But there's still a significant number of bio behind this, and the roaches are starting to fall, dude. I'm really starting to like Young Future's position in this game. The second siege tank comes up and gets planted up, and now there's not too much here left from CalebAracous to deal with this. The pressure is gone, Giggle.
Absolutely, man. So Future really starting to come up in here, and if he takes out this base, this is huge, man. He's going to be on, or he's going to be a base up, actually, and the siege tank positioning is just amazing. He actually has his third one way back here that he could be bringing up if he needed to, but it's more back there as a safety, just in case with those queens going down. GG is called. Future will take it.
Yep. Oh, man, that was an insane series. We kind of figured it was going to come down to